the whole stream is just off for me.
Well, it's okay. We don't need it.
No, it's not. Like,
Sorry, we are live.
And I've lost the tripod. And now my brain can't, like, that's all I'm focusing on, is where did I put it? I'm trying to remember.
Hey, Mads. I was a bit late in getting things going, and so I was trying to set something up. I'm just gonna not worry about my iPhone for now. Hello, Madeline. Hello, George. Anyway, and this way I can put it back on the France-Morocco game to catch everybody up. Kylian Mbappe, of all people, got an actual penalty. Went to take the penalty shot and essentially took it as if he expected the goalie to stand aside and bow politely as the ball went into the net. But he stopped it. And so that made this game go from, you know, just a run-of-the-mill romp for France to something extra spicy. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Anyway, welcome. I was kind of in a rush to kind of set up the font situation, and so that's why we are a little late.
No, we're late because I lost the tripod.
Hold on a sec.
Because we only need the tripod. Like, we have huge chunks of time off from needing it. And so I moved it.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
It would make more sense if I knew where I moved it.
No.
Like, the three locations that immediately spring to mind are, like, I'm just staring and I don't see it.
It is the kind of thing that happens. It's no big deal. Hold on a sec, just...
Oh, my goodness.
Moving.
But, like, it's the kind of thing that, like, this has now taken over my brain.
No, I understand.
I
but
precisely remember the day I was cleaning that corner. I was like, you know what? We don't need this tripod. We can move one of these things. So, because I kept knocking it over.
No, I get it. It was not, the best spot for it. And in fact, I think we can actually put it on top of that thing now.
When I locate it?
Yeah, I'm not concerned.
It's in one of three rooms. But I'm pretty sure it's not in my office because I looked there. It's either somewhere here or in the upstairs office. Like, those are the locations. Unless, because we were trying to set up that little recording booth in the closet, unless I was like, hey, that's a good place for extra tech equipment because we've got the closet now.
Maybe.
Okay, those are the locations where I'm going to be searching after this stream.
Congratulations to Madeline for being in stop-and-go traffic. Kind of hard to imagine in Maryland, but or at least that part of Maryland, the vast portion of Maryland. The Maryland that's like 3 times the size of Texas, as opposed to the small part of Maryland that counts, which is Baltimore, which is right next to D.C.
She's like only 20 minutes from the outer suburbs of Baltimore.
Right, but the outer suburbs of Baltimore are 3 times the size of the continental United States. Anyway. All right.
Ooh, we got a loud
helicopter.
air visitor.
Helicopter? Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, I'm going to say that's helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even opened the language document.
That's all right.
I think it's time for you to find a new co-host is what's happening.
Speaking of co-hosts falling down on the job, a keen-eyed observer will note that there was no poll this week. That was my bad. I couldn't even think of what originally we were going to do as a poll. tell you the truth, in terms of LangTime languages, Jesse and I kind of got caught up revisiting Angala. And that completely took over my brain space for several days. It was Angala reduplication once again. I revisited it.
You mean we had to reduplicate the revisiting of the reduplication?
We duplicated the reduplication and then reduplicated it. And so, like, I revisited it and discovered, first of all, that
We had
even the rules that we had written in the document, we had not applied consistently. And I think that, like, I could almost pinpoint the moment where it was me, where I created a new verb and I was pretty sure I knew what we were doing with the reduplication. And if you go back to the actual written rules, the result that I have written down is not what you were supposed to get. And that happened several times. And so then came up with a consistent way to do reduplication, applied it to every single verb in Angala, and at that point it was consistent. I showed it to Jesse, and we both decided that we didn't like it. Mm-hmm. And so then we had to come up with something new and do it all again.
Yeah, you redid the dictionary 3 solid times.
Yeah. And now we are at a place where I think that we are both pretty happy with it. It's the roots that begin and end with vowels, especially 2 vowels in a row, where things get a little interesting. Mm-hmm. And then the CBCB forms, which should be the most straightforward, those are the ones that changed massively and then kind of changed back.
Yeah.
So just to give you an idea, we have this verb chessy, which means to twitch one's ears, a rabbit to twitch one's ears. Started out as chessy, then became Jesse, then became Jesse, then went back to chessy.
Went full cycle, that one did.
It did. We got there the wrong way the first time. We got there the right way the second time.
Yeah.
One of the things that, I mean, it's kind of an impossible situation because we have stress occurring on the first element of these reduplicants, and then we had the first element of the reduplicated prefix getting eroded. It's like, how is that the thing that gets eroded if that's the thing that gets the stress? And so it was a whole back and forth thing. What we ended up with was it's the off syllable in the reduplicate that gets eroded. So it starts off as chessy, and then quickly becomes chessy.
Yes.
Because it just drops out.
Yes.
And so at that point, then what we have is the intervocalic voicing taking place, and so it doesn't happen because chessy blocks it, or, tsc, right? Blocks it. And then the codas get simplified. And so you end up with chessy again. Helicopters to celebrate.
Very exciting.
Celebracopter.
Celebracopter. Yeah. I was going to say something, and the helicopter took my thoughts, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's part of the reason that we didn't have a poll. Like, I know I had some sort of orthography poll in my head, and I just forgot it.
Well,
I forgot it because Angala pushed it out.
We need another week for me to locate our beloved tripod.
It's not super necessary today, I don't think. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But first, to kind of give us something different to talk about before we jump into it. I realized something in the shower. You know, it's a shower thought. And so, all right, in the Pokemon universe, there were enough people that cared about, that like were insistent about, and like cared enough about this tiny detail that's a core element of Pokemon, and essentially forced the creator to come up with a solution for it that was basically a wizard did it. That's a Simpsons reference for Patrick, which is, you know, you have these Pokeballs and you use them to catch Pokemon. But how do they get in the Pokeballs, right? Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, how, like, is it just magic? Where everything else mostly makes sense, right? And so ultimately the creator of Pokemon was forced to admit, and this is now canon, that every single Pokemon in the entire Pokemon universe, doesn't matter which, they all have many different abilities, but all of them have the same ability. Each of them has this one unique ability. Any Pokemon can shrink down to any size and return to its original size. It can't necessarily grow. Certain Pokemon can grow, like, depending on, like, you know, for example, if they Mega Evolve or if it's part of their move or something like that. They can have a special thing which allows them to grow, just like a special thing that allows them to do any other thing. But every Pokemon can shrink down to any size and grow back to its original size. And so when you throw a Pokeball and it opens, they just shrink down and go inside. So that was that. It's supposed to just solve that issue.
What's inside the ball? Is it just like they're just stuck in this void of...
There is a...
Do they have a little environment in there? So when they shrink down, they're like, oh, look, there's water in here. I can swim around. And, you know.
That is actually something that was speculated on in a Robot Chicken sketch, where Pikachu's having like an entire little party lounge inside of his Pokeball and doesn't really want to come out.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise, like...
They have explained it in some episodes.
Ah, okay, and
These
there's...
poor Pokemon are just stuck inside these balls, just sitting there.
No, I think that they enjoy it. I think that they enjoy it. So,
It's like their own, it's like this whole thing, but like
Yeah.
actually a home for them
Yeah.
inside.
perfect. So basically, it's just like what you speculated. Each of them has their own unique little
So that's good for introverts and hermits.
Yeah.
What about those extroverts who are now stuck alone in a ball?
Well, some prefer not to be in their Pokeballs. For example, Ash's Pikachu, we know, prefers to be outside. Many of them prefer to be inside. Anyway, so this is what I realized. Going back to the very first version of the game, it's just a top-down RPG. And so they introduced an element, just like in all RPGs, where there's treasure, essentially. You go around and, you find a treasure chest, you open it up, and you get an item. Boom. Happens in every version of the game. But this is the crucial thing. The treasure chests in a Pokemon game, the main ones, are Pokeballs. They've even developed like a thing where there's different colors of them that give you different types of things, like the TMs are yellow. But anyway, the regular one is a red Pokeball, inside of which can be anything. Even more Pokeballs. You can go find a Pokeball on the ground, open it up, and there's more Pokeballs inside. Which then raises another troubling issue. Can anything shrink down really small and then grow back to its original size in this universe?
Technically, Pokeballs were already very small. Because if you click the button, it gets bigger.
That is true. That's also from the anime. The Pokeballs are tiny, and then you press a little button on them. They go to their original size,
Which is
so they
why
throw.
you can have so many.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, they have them on their belt.
huge.
Yes. Oh, those can grow. Those are special.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh, thank you for the note. I wish you would have given it to me after the stream.
Sorry, I didn't want to forget.
All right. Anyway, but yeah, so like you can also find like huge things inside of these Pokeballs. So yeah, anything in the entire universe can just shrink down and fit inside of a Pokeball for some reason, for treasure hunters to find later.
Did we not pick a word for the T? For the orthography?
I don't know. Let's take a look. Oh, looks like that's the one we're missing.
But like we created two words. ear and head?
Yes.
Because you wanted.
Yeah, they're going to be. It's going to be just depending on which one makes more sense. So what's for ear? What's the protoform for ear?
TUKI, both of course ejective.
Okay, and then what's the one for head?
Is TI prenasalized DZ.
Okay. So now essentially what we're going to do, we're going to leave that there and see when we actually design the glyph which one of those makes sense, because they're similar. It's just one has more extra stuff. And so if we need the extra stuff, I'm going to go with that. I believe that's head. If we don't need it, I'm going to go with ear.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so good. We actually have done all that. All right. So that is that.
I really just want to go search the house.
Why don't you take a quick jaunt upstairs to that spot that you thought that it was at?
Okay. I'll be back down in just a minute.
You could have done that while I was discussing Pokemon. You wanted to
I
be
didn't know if
polite.
it was going somewhere.
No, it wasn't.
I also thought that like I should stay on the stream instead of running away from you, and so
Just because if you get up, then suddenly Meridian will sit down in your chair.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's an empty chair there, Meridian. And a microphone. It couldn't possibly be the case that you're going to come over here and sing, are you?
No.
No? Not even just to come over here and say hi?
I'll come on and say hi. I have no idea where the camera is, so.
It's right in the computer, so you just look at the computer screen. ... Oh my gosh, there you are. Hey, kiddo.
Hi.
All right. Welcome to the program. Thanks for being here. Longtime fan of your work. And your latest project is something that you call the Button Fair. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Button Fair? Where'd you get the idea for the Button Fair?
I just was bored.
Oh, well, okay. You were bored. You were over at Anma's house, which is a boring place because Anma's house is boring. Anma herself is boring, right? Very boring.
No.
And by the way, the microphone picks you up just fine. You don't need to get near it. Okay, so where do the buttons come from? This is something that I've been curious about. Where do the buttons come from?
Either from my house or from Anma.
Okay, but like you don't actually remember. By the way, Mads says hi. Lots of people say hi, but Mads you actually know a little bit. Anyway, but like you actually don't remember. Did you come over to Anma's with a bunch of buttons, or did you find like
No.
a bunch of buttons at Anma's?
No, Anma gave me buttons.
She gave you her
She
buttons.
had actual buttons.
Yeah.
And then for backups, I have coins that aren't usable anymore.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. Myself, I prefer the buttons.
Yeah.
So when it gets to the point where I need to get coins, I prefer to spend my buttons.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get some fantastic prizes at the Button Fair. I have gotten you know what? I'm going to show everybody. I have a custom painted rock.
Is that the Father's Day one or a different one?
Let's see.
I'm still on air, everybody. Okay, our host is walking away. Oh, there he is. Now he's back.
I bet you didn't know that I had already put this up. I did. So here is my rock. It's got my name and 2 hearts there. And on the back, it says Daddy.
I wasn't the one who ordered. I wasn't the one who ordered that because I can't have buttons.
Yeah.
But I mean, Anma ordered it for Baba and you. So, but I always do all the rocks.
That's really
I just steal Anma's rock so she gets a few buttons off.
By the way, did you get my rock order?
Which rock one?
I ordered a rock from you for somebody else. Did I send it or did I forget? I might have forgotten. But I can...
I don't think I got a text from you.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I can check when I'm not live on air.
Okay. No. It's no problem. It's no problem.
Wait, did I do that?
I may have forgotten. Fine. And if I forgot, then, I'll send it to you again because there's a button. I'm sorry, there's a rock I'm very, very keen to get.
An oxygen one, so like it's over if you leave it on.
Right, yeah, an oxygen rock so that if I ever run out of oxygen, I can just go to the rock. Yeah.
And then the game I'm playing.
Yeah. Are you playing the diving game?
I'm playing a Lotto Knot game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
it's a
can
cute
get more trash, okay?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, these are clothing buttons, in case you're wondering. And I think that my mother had a spare cache of them because, looks like France scored, because in the olden days, everybody had their own sewing kit, and you kept the buttons, the extra buttons that came with button-up shirts or jackets or coats, in case you needed to sew them back on. That type of thing doesn't really happen anymore. Looks like it was Mbappe. Oh, jeez. That was good. Oh, brother. Yeah, I hate France. Anyway, so you can also get custom illustrations at the Button Fair. I have some of them up over there. I'd take you over, but I don't want to take my whole computer. It's all set up. Have you ever thought of connecting the Button Fair and the spa?
Oh. Well, yeah, the spa has their own bucks though, and it would be hard to like change them and or somehow figure them out how to combine them. I could just decide to use one, but then which one?
I mean, it'd just, if people are building up button caches, this is a good way to get, an easy, evergreen way that people can dump their buttons, essentially. Because it's you can only get so many rocks or so many illustrations, but a spa day is a spa day. You'll always want a spa day. So if you charge 5 buttons for a spa day or something, or a massage, right? Then you don't have to worry about somebody storing too many buttons.
True. Just to put it out there, Baba has 27 buttons.
How did he get 27 buttons?
He wins a lot of games.
He didn't win Boggle, I'll tell you that.
Well, no. But board games.
True.
Board games, Blink, all that stuff.
I see. All right. Well, here we're gonna actually do something. I'm gonna bring up something for you to look at. Okay. Here.
We're gonna have to make another word.
We are gonna have to make another word. Meridian, when she's calling, we have to make another word. God.
Might be evidence that she's not a conlanger.
Oh, I bet she would be great. Okay,
I
we're
didn't
gonna
say she wouldn't be good. Doesn't mean she likes it.
True. So you see this little fella here on the screen, Meridian, the little brown bat.
Little brown bat? No, I do not see a brown bat.
Because I don't have it on a screen view.
Oh, okay. Well, we're making a language.
Can I go over there?
Oh, sure. Come on over.
Let's go.
We're making a language for these creatures. The little brown bat. They're very cute. Look at this little guy. He's so bitey. During winter they
is it for a
hibernate.
game?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, it's very, very cute. Oh, look at them huddling together, a colony.
Maybe that's how they keep warm.
And, this is things that they don't like. Bat mites. Look at this little guy. And so this is what we need to do. We need to figure out how many little fingers these guys have on their little hands.
And the little wings?
So it was still right here.
Do they have
Oh
any?
my god.
There you go. Jesse found it.
Oh my god, now I can relax. I don't even know if you want it. I can now do other things. I remembered it going in a place that I was like, it can still stand up. It's right there. We can grab it. I didn't have to collapse it because I didn't know if like you had the size predetermined, but it just wasn't out. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
That was a win. Can we have a Kopiko?
You bet, Jess. Just for you. Oh, we're down to our last one. Hey, Meridian, can you grab that big jar? Thank you.
Go Pico. Go Pico. Go Pico.
I would offer you one, except I don't think you'd like it.
No, not all.
But
Make sure did you take the last one out first so we were eating the old one?
did I?
Because they get old, remember?
I think it was the bottom one. It probably
Well,
has to be the bottom one.
One of those two is it. One of those two is it.
So one of you guys eat the old one, one of you guys eat the new one.
We just need to figure out.
Well, it's not that it matters right now. It's that if it stayed at the bottom for like the next year, as we kept putting other Kopiko on
Yeah.
top of it, by the time we got to it, it would be.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Can you put
It's
this
more
back
that
where you
it
got it?
loses its crunch, and it's not.
yeah.
It's not a delightful hard candy at that point. It's like some sort of weird taffy
Ugh.
that.
Yeah. Looks like France scored again, so this game is now going the way everybody expected it to go, and they
Who's
are
France playing?
Morocco.
Okay, and what
Marruecas.
is the current score?
2-0.
And time?
Oh, there's plenty of time left, but the thing is, you have to take into consideration the quality of the teams. And
But
personally,
you
I
also have
just
to remember that Argentina came back in 14 minutes of the game at a 2-0 deficit and won.
quality of the teams. Quality of the teams. Cheer. Okay.
Thank you all for being patient. Thank you, David, for believing in me.
Always, Jess. Kopiko, official sponsor of the Button Fair. Oh.
And this concludes me.
Thank you, kiddo. All right. Bats have 5 fingers, but 4 are built into the wing. Just the thumb sticks out. All right.
Wait,
Anybody remember what this note is? Anyway, we need to see the bats anymore, as cute as they are.
Did you show off your shirt?
Well, someone commented.
Miles commented on your shirt, so I didn't know if you were able to fully show off your shirt or
Oh.
if Miles just saw it.
I've definitely shown it before, but just in case, you want to see this guy? Yeah. Is that on screen?
Steven!
Okay.
Montreal. 1976. And I'm not even going to try to say that in French. 1996. I'm sorry, 1976.
You tried to say it in...
I did it in Spanish. In French it'd be 1967. I don't know. Did you say 16?
I would have known this if you had asked me 2 hours ago. There we go.
1976. 16.
There it is.
Okay. The note that I have,
The only thing that makes Kopiko better is coffee with it.
well,
Washing the coffee flavor over the coffee.
where's Mateus when you need him?
Delightful.
You have coffee right now, right?
Yep,
That's what I'm doing. I'm drinking my coffee with
she's
my
enjoying
Kopiko.
it. Okay, so the note that I have highlighted there, we have nga, 2, and then this little arrow that says collective, 2 wings equals 1 bat. the heck does that mean?
Okay. Well, babe, that means that we were going to create a collective derivation. And it was going to be based off 2 with the idea that 2 wings equals 1 bat. And
Okay.
so it's like sort of a collective derivation.
Okay, so it's not...
I was responding to Danielle, who did a French and Spanish mashup, and I added Italian to the mix.
So it's not the case that nga is supposed to mean wing. Okay.
It's the overall idea that 2 of something is the whole, and so it becomes used as like a collective of like all of this is the whole.
Okay, we actually do have a word for wing. Let's take a look at that real quick.
And so yeah, using the nga plus wing
Hitsu.
was supposed to be like a poetic way to refer to a bat. So like the 2 wing is like a poetic bat.
Okay, let's, I'm gonna just,
Canadian flair. L'amour, l'amour, eh.
okay, I'm just gonna
And
put,
bye, Madeline. Have fun.
I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, that's what they meant by the book signing. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, order. Do determiners come first? I feel like they do.
Yeah, because there's the little kind of prepositional singulative.
All right. Let me just. I'm gonna take a jaunt over to Lexergy. Lexergy, of course, is brought to you by the Button Fair. I think the Button Fair needs like a slogan.
I will find slogan.
Gotta sew them all. So 2 wings would be nga esu.
Huh.
It's pretty long for a derivation. But esu. How do we have diphthongs in the modern form of the language? Does anybody remember?
We have ie and o.
We do. So this is what I posit. Nga itsu becomes nga itsu becomes essentially nice ngaisu becomes nye Yesu. Could be long. But because it's a collective, right? So it doesn't necessarily need to be short.
Right.
Oh, I just assumed it was a suffix. It doesn't necessarily need to be a suffix, does it?
By that you mean prefix?
Yeah, it could be a prefix.
You were using it as a prefix. Naisu is a prefix.
Right here, where I put that little thing, indicates that I thought it was a suffix.
I think you completely. You have completely changed. Okay.
It wasn't two that was the collective. It was two wings that was collective.
No, it was two that was collective. And the idea was going to come that you could poetically refer to a bat as two wings, and then the idea came from like the two turned the wing into a collective.
Oh.
A collective of the wings is one bat.
Oh.
And so the nga itself was meant to be.
Well, that's kind of even simpler than what I was proposing. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that.
That's why I was like, I don't know why he thinks nga is too long for a collective, but all right, I was willing to go with it. And I was like, well, what sound changes are we going to propose to make this a regular thing across the language? And that's why then when you said it was a suffix, I was like, but nga is clearly a prefix.
Right. Okay. All good. What a merry time we have had.
We made it.
All right. So then, okay. So here's the big question. Number 5. I think it should be based on the notion of this bat hand. And the question is, should it be the same as the word for this, the paw that's inside of the wing, or just the thumb that sticks out?
Well, if we were to go with the whole paw, the hand paw, hum would be that form. And so if we want that, we can just take it. If we don't want that, then we could come up with a thumb-like word.
Oh. We used it for hand already. It'd be much better if, like, paw and foot were built off of it, and then this was just the number. That would have been better. Okay, so this is going to be our first poll.
If you want to undo that, we could
Yeah.
just have paw, comma, hand.
Okay, yeah, what shall we do? For rescind hand paw decision, merge, well, I'll describe it. New word for thumb. Old plus new. Okay, so I don't have a lot of space to type in these polls, so I just want to describe what we're doing. The first option is going to be we're going to rescind our idea of having the word for paw and hand be separate. Paw and hand will now be the same. There's already a separate word for foot. This will become our word for 5. Option 2 is we create a new root, a derivation, a new root for the thumb, and then a new derivation off of this, whether it's, day or night class, whatever. That's going to be the modern word for thumb, and the old word is going to be the word for 5. Those are the two choices.
Excited to see what we end up doing. Old plus new. All right. In the meantime,
I'm a little surprised by how it's going. Look at this. It's a feisty poll, Jess.
It is a feisty poll. Regardless, I think we should come up with a word for thumb. I think they would have one. Little sticky outy appendage. I am. Miles, are you giving Alexa commands through chat? Or is chat just typing what you're saying?
Sotan is also saying, why isn't it based off an old word for foot? Because there's more distinct toes. We do have a new word for foot that's based on the old word for paw. So this would have presupposed that they had separate words for paw, or for this kind of paw and a
But
foot.
I thought that.
But I thought this, no, I thought this one was the foot. Yeah. So essentially, if you, Sotan, if you agree with that, you think you want to merge hand and paw. Because that is what that word is, the old paw.
God, it was tied.
I think so.
It on a tie.
I think I just destroyed it. Well, they need it now. Well, this is part of, again, the uncomfortable question, exactly how these bats are, how our new bats are fighting and stuff and living their lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to decide, are they just going to have hands up there that they can do stuff with?
Well, the whole point with I think the original, I honestly think merging them would be a good idea anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's why, like, paw just generically meant whatever you used most frequently.
Yeah.
And for them, it probably would have referred to feet, but then to, like, distinguish, because now they're, like, also talking about other animals that very clearly have feet and hands, or forepaws, rather, I guess you could say. And so they called it the walking one versus the small one, and that was where that, lore came from. And originally, paw would have been either whatever was most standoutish, I would think, and most useful.
All right. We haven't entered any numbers? Oh, geez. We haven't entered any numbers.
I don't think so.
I think we should do that now. All right.
I can read you protoforms if you want to go down.
Okay, so let's start with ob, which is 1. And it's going to be a determiner. Oh, we already have some determiners here. So this, but of course, those are the ones that came from it. And so the actual number 1 is ob, right?
Yeah. And you did a falling tone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I put determiner / number? Or just determiner?
I would do / number.
And should I make new entries for the ordinal, or just build it off the same one? Because it's just, you just add the, right? You just add the suffixes?
In EA, yeah. In which case, I don't think we need a separate entry. It's either one or first, and
yeah, and this is an adjective.
Yeah.
First ordinal number, and then 1 cardinal number. Okay, now we've got an entry that we can use for the other numbers.
Okay, 2 is na, high tone.
Right.
long A. And just comes from na.
Wow.
And then when you're ready for it, the suffixes are ra and hie.
Thank you. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to. Okay, next.
3 is kun, short high tone, and its protoform is just kun, kun. Well, ejective kun.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just takes the a, ie suffixes.
Next.
Next, we have namuo. High tone, low tone.
I don't think I
All
played
short.
that one.
Well, the diphthong, I guess, but you know, not a high, not a long vowel. And it comes from namu in a glottal stop mu. And it takes the ra, hie suffixes.
Wow. We have a word na'uo, which is leaf, and namuo, which is for. I think that M and glottal stop may be distinct phonemes. A first for languages as we know them. That really comes out as a long A, even though it has a glottal stop there?
No, it's short. I said all short. Namu. Namuo. Short vowel.
Oh. Uh-oh. Short vowel?
You can go to the number chart.
Wait a minute. That means I made a mistake. Right? Did I make a mistake?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to type in the English, so I am down on the other side.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay, so was there a mistake in...
No, there isn't. Namu okamie. No. All right. I didn't make a mistake. Okay. My bad.
You did make a mistake, just not the one we thought you did.
Yeah. This mistake is instantly fixed. All right.
We already had the idea for using home for 5. It's right here on the list under the numbers.
Wait. I added that.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like today.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I gotta go fix hand down on the English side.
Yeah, it's now humie. Okay, and this is 5 fifth. All right.
We survived.
Yeah. And that's just huma humie. Or is it high tone? Well, I mean, it should be high tone. Because it was already high tone. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna issue another count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 K words. There we go. Okay. And I think it makes sense that, especially since they are the 4 little clans, that the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 are just base roots. And then 5 is the new one. And so 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 is going to be the 10. And that's going to be the fully spread wings, remember, as they count.
Does it come from wing or from spread? Body?
It could come from 2 wings.
No, well, I guess if you wanted to use your ngesu.
Hold on a sec. Spread. It could actually come from the verb for to spread. It just means to be able to right now. And an auxiliary and a number are unlikely to be confused for one another.
Right.
And it's pretty short for like the 10 form. I think it's pretty good.
I'll take it.
Okay. So now we just have 6, 7, 8 to fill in at some point in time. We don't necessarily need to do that now. Let me just make sure that I got this.
Do we even need to discuss it since we're just creating a finish? Then, we do 1 minus 10.
That's true. That's true. Really grateful for Jake for pointing out that all of our languages are basically Finnish. I didn't realize it. I mean, they all, like, grammatically they're Finnish, obviously, but they also sound like Finnish. And I think that's the one key feature of our languages.
Yeah, okay. I've got it on the English side. I've got 9 and 9th.
And here,
Got
let me, Sotan is asking why spread is 9. Let me show you. I don't remember which poll it was, but it was a poll. Do you remember how far back it was?
Oh, quite a ways. You're looking for the counting system?
Yeah.
I mean, I can look if you want to be doing other things.
Well, it will need to be on my screen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Within polls, you can search number. Like you can put in search parameters with tags.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
I've always found the searching function on this to be pretty poor.
They've gotten better.
I am down to pole 12.
Pole and number.
These are all sound. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. This is to catch everybody up. Here are the images. And these were the polls. So this was if we were going to do base 5. The idea here was that they would use one wing to count on the other. And so obviously this is the point where you got to stop. Or you could say they go like one more. So that was base 5. This was base 6. This is base 9. This is the one that won. So basically you just switch wings when you get to here, right? And this was if they were just counting their little toes. And that was to give us base 10. That's pretty cute.
It is pretty cute.
But yeah, base 9 won. And so
shouldn't the word for 5 actually be like tail, point?
Well, that was if the number was based on how they counted.
Yeah. And here we're just saying like, hey, they notice they have 5 little toes.
Yeah.
And so that's their paw.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that tip called? Because it's not a tail. Is it? Bib, is that a tail? Like, is this like a vestigial tail? 0.5 there?
Is Bib here?
He was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he still is. Magpie says yes, it is a tail.
And so does Sotan. So does Bib.
Okay.
But I mean, we don't have to use it.
Yeah.
Just because that's how they counted doesn't mean that we have to follow that.
I'm thinking about it, though, Jess. I'm thinking about it. Partly because I was thinking that the word for 6 could be switch. All vertebrates have a tail for at least part of their life cycle. How about that? Anyway, how would you advise me, Jess?
I mean, we could use that hand thing for something else. Because I still think it makes sense to merge paw, hand. So that root can either never show up or it could be used for something else. We could also make it so 3 and 5 aren't so doggone close. Like same tone, same placement,
Well,
same nasal.
Kun,
Not the same,
hum.
but nasal.
Gun, hum. I kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
But do we have a word for tail already? We
We don't.
don't. We don't have a word for tail already. Okay. The section between the legs and tail is called the uropatagium.
And we could have 2 words for tail because, like, tail feathers would be what they would associate with their own tail, I would think, like a bird tail. And so there's the flying tail, where it's more part of the body,
Oh, like
versus the
yeah.
like cat tail and mouse tail. which
flying
would be
tail versus walking tail. Yeah. No, that's easy, yeah.
And Mateus is here in time to get a word for tail.
Yeah.
I made a little joke. You didn't smile.
No, I think that's good. I mean, I'm just surprised Mateus even missed the first hour. It's like, it's France and Morocco. This is honestly the least interesting of
did it
all the games. Yeah,
Did it 2-0 or did France
2-0.
score again?
No. Yeah, easily the least interesting, most predictable of all the quarterfinal
Is there
matches.
another game today?
No.
Okay. Saturday they have 2 games. Tomorrow is it 1?
Tomorrow there's 1 game, and yeah, they put 2 games on Saturday. It's a little
Saturday.
weird.
Okay.
A little weird. True, Patrick.
It's like he doesn't even care.
Win. So, I mean, should we go this route then? Undo the proto-paw being the word for 5 and just leave it as unused?
I mean, we definitely can. Or unused for now. Like, it doesn't mean it stays unused.
True.
Do we have instances where nouns start getting used as a verb? Like conversion, zero derivation?
But now,
No, I mean, we definitely have, like,
noun to verb, though?
we have verb to noun, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And so we definitely have that, which potentially suggests we could go the other way.
Yeah. Are you suggesting to give?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's a complex verb anyway. And, like, the notion is it's in your paw.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So let's see if we have a verb that ends in M. We do. Ooh. Whom is to give and him is to boop. To boop and to give.
And are they not both acts of giving? Okay, but I will need to...
Who gives this bat to be booped?
5 and 5th need to be taken away, so I am doing that here. Okay. So I remember to change them. Okay. So
So
now...
that's an E, so this is probably going to be an O. And then I'm going to take away 5 and 5th here because our new one is probably not going to begin with a K, so I'm going to delete that. Wait,
And
I
then
should copy it. I should cut it so that I can just paste it somewhere else. And then that's 15.
And you only took 1 away from the K, right?
No, I took 2.
Did you add 1 for give? Because you took away
I took away
5.
We started off with 17, and then we took 1 away and added 1, so we were still at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Then we took 2 away. So that is that.
Okay.
Oh, we're not going to do paw for 4 at all. But we are going to do tail. All right. Okay. So, so yeah, we don't have a word for tail.
We should have 16 for K. We should have 16 for K. I was correct in my logic.
1, 2. In the logic, did you remove 1? Because we had 3 words that changed. 1 that changed laterally and 2 that disappeared. 2, 3, 4,
count.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Because we only took 1 away, really. We took huma and humie away, but we left
That
the
was
hum.
that was 2. They were supposed to be 2.
Huma humie is adjective. We took that away. It was 1 entry,
Um,
just like the third down here.
no, look at third. That's 2. This is 2.
This whole thing is 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so we took 2 away. We added 1. So 17 became 15. Then we added the verb to give. That becomes 16.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Nope. You were right, and I was wrong. Thank you.
But now it's fixed, so we're good.
All right.
We did misalphabetize whom.
Yeah. Oh, can you do it? I've got
Yeah.
something already copied.
Yeah, I got it. Got it. Okay.
All right. So yeah. O nga kun namuo. These are all basic roots that mean the numbers.
Yes. And now we need tail.
Yeah. And so we've got O, nga, ka, n. Would you like to suggest a consonant? Something tailish. Meridian, you can also have an idea for tail if you want. Some sort of consonant. Could also start with a vowel, just not O.
TSI just comes out as C, long tone.
Yeah. Meridian, any ideas? Hmm? Can't think of any? All right. C is pretty basic.
MIR comes out as just mir.
We've got nga and na.
I was doing it for Meridian.
I think in this case, though, C makes sense.
It
We should
makes
use-
sense.
We should use mir for something else. For example, to sing. Because I don't think we have that yet, do we?
No.
I like it. Oh, that wasn't 6, that was
That should
5.
be 5, yeah. Okay, so now 5 is going to be C.
Oh, I just copied something. I got rid of my...
Shoot. And 5th are updated on the English side. And then are we gonna add oh yeah, the walking and flying will have the 2 tails.
This is 5 and 5th. All right, we've got words to add.
So I was adding the flying and the walking suffixes, which the flying comes out as sierra, but
the
then the other one comes out as sehi, which is written in IPA with an X, so it looks like sexy.
Hmm. Hold on a sec. I jumped to, before I forgot about it, I jumped to mir.
Oh, okay.
All right. What sounds best? Midra, merda, mirie, mirhie. Which one do you like better, Meridian? This is for your word.
I like Major.
Which one?
Major.
Midra? Okay. You got it.
And that's the flying one, right?
I believe so.
I hope so, because that, to me, made the most sense. Yeah, Midra is the flying class.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Namer. Namer is the prospective, and then Domir. All right, to sing, that one's done. All right, now back to create. Oops, our tail words. Okay, so it's just C, and one is going to be flying, and one is going to be walking, which is the K one, right?
Yeah. And flying is the RA one.
Okay, we have Sierra. It's cool, and you're right. Sehi.
Which looks like sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me laugh when I saw it.
Yeah, 100%. All right, here we go. We need a perfect. A ra. Flying, sorry, tail for flying animals exclusively. Includes short bat tails and tail feathers. And then sehi, sehi. We need the k one.
Indeed.
Such a harsh and aggressive sound, because tails that are on the land are much more harsh and aggressive, and land animals themselves are more harsh and aggressive than graceful flying animals.
It's because when they walk, they go.
Everything is just dinosaur or brilliant lizard bird. And the language must reflect that, because every single sound of every single language tells you everything about everything.
It's a worldview really packaged into one. And this particular worldview is obvious. It's also obvious that these bats originally came from mountains, because I believe that's the only place you get ejectives, because the air is lighter, and so it gets kind of caught up when you're trying to make these sounds.
They moved from the mountains down. That's how they lost the ejectives. They couldn't pronounce them anymore. It's impossible.
The air became too thick, and suddenly.
Oh my god. Land. Well, we'll say for land animals. How about this? Sea animals with tails.
They're more like birds.
I would say they're more like birds
It's
too.
an extension of and it is more.
Yeah.
Because you can use your tails in flight to help change movement and change, direction.
Oh. This is going to be very interesting when talking about beaver tails and river otter tails.
Beaver tails are their own thing. River otter, I would say, is like the sea, because it's sort of like a snake tail, almost at that point.
True. All right.
Versus beaver tails, I think they're going to be land animal tails, because those are, talk about thwapping and cleaning. It's like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dino Ned. It's decorative versus rudder. Or Miles, rudder versus insect swatter.
Okay. All right. Now, back to 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, they're roots. So so it's not like we would say other paw for 6. We could do other 4, 3, 2, or we could do 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 3. We could, you know what we could also do? 5 plus 1, and then 6 plus 1, and then 7 plus 1. No, wait.
We could also do Ngahum, collective of 2 paws is 6.
Oh. I kind of like that.
Because then we bring the hum back into the number system.
I like that. Let me just... Huh. If you put them together, it actually goes low-high.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Which is funny because if they were separate words, right, they would both be high.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I mean, I like it.
No, like both high or low high?
Oh. Depending on when they come together, huh?
If it's old enough, it's counting, it's old enough.
It's
No,
gotta be
it should
old.
be low high. It should be low high.
Ooh, also if they were separate, the second one would be
Yeah, but that's
hum.
but the funny thing is that's only if you put it in a lexergy like that. Because if you put in hum by itself, it's h-u-m, high tone on the u.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we should smash them. All right, so 6 is Nahum. And that means 6 will be Nahum. Yeah. Wow. Major typo on my part, but I fixed it. I think we should enter that into the dictionary for the etymology.
Yes.
I put it on the English side already.
All right.
Nachum. What a fun little word that is.
I agree. Sixth.
And now we officially have that na in there.
Yeah.
Oh, delightful. Okay. So that is 6. Dare we do 7 and 8?
Yeah, I mean, we should. We don't have, specifically, we don't have 2 towards, do we? Or what is E? What's the source of E?
To go, I believe. Do we not have it entered? Yeah, IH is the proto to go.
Okay.
And we do not have that entered into the dictionary. I don't know if we were planning on fortifying it before we used it as a full verb, since it is used for quite a bit of grammar stuff.
Yeah, we'll think about that.
That is E. That is the question. To E or not to E?
So interesting. Over there, it's maths, and they are mads. Over here, it would be math and mad.
It would be, but like in terms of math specifically, it makes more sense to treat it always as plural with the S. I mean, I know we shorten it the way we do for our own reasons, but like when we do it long ways, it's mathematics. And we, treat it as a plural, but then math is mathematics.
Don't try to defend them.
Easy?
Don't try to defend them. They don't say lings or linguistics.
They could, but isn't math a much older one?
Okay.
Anyway,
What about?
Sorry.
Well,
What about
I guess
what?
I was going to say physics is it's neutral, isn't it?
You can't really.
You can't tell. X for economics, or econs.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it should be econs.
Yeah. No, there's absolutely no justification for maths at all. None.
I think you're just not using your imagination.
My imagination.
You're a maths a nation.
Yeah. I really, really wanted to show Meridian Donald in Math Magic Land, and I'm stunned that it is not on Disney Plus.
It is singular in linguistique.
That's
But
true.
what is
linguistique.
Is it mathématique?
Well, everything
French?
sounds like it's singular in French.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
I find it delightful.
Well, let's see.
Maths. Okay, so we're holding on a second as David thinks, which is good because I have no ideas on what to do, and I feel like David does, and so I'm very happy to just hang out and randomly chit-chat while David...
We could do finish in honor of Jake, who wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway. We could do 2 to 9 and 1 to 9.
I feel kind of bad. Like, I find it so funny I keep bringing it up, but like I also feel kind of bad because it's one of those like offhand comments that Jake made in a panel, and I don't know how fervently they believed it in the moment they said it.
Listen, the number 50 is called a Peterson.
That's true because of the 50. Okay.
And like
And then
52,
12
52 is a graduated Peterson, I think.
12 is a Madeline number now because it's the 12 Post-its, right?
Oh, that's right.
And so, yeah, if you haven't seen it, by the way, all the SpecCon videos are now live. And so if you haven't seen the videos from SpecCon, I believe the panel should be included as one of the videos. But yeah, there was all of these are references made out of SpecCon. So Mateus, if you do watch the videos, you'll get there. Specifically in the panel, Jake made a comment that every language David creates just sounds like Finnish. And I guess that means I too, because so many of the recent languages that David has created have included me. So I guess I too create Finnish sounding languages. And so that is that reference. I believe it was after our talk in the Q&A that David made a comment about if you have 50 documents or something.
Like,
it was a 50 documents.
just
It was something to do with files.
Digital real estate is cheap.
But it was after our talk, right? So like
Yeah.
if you want to get this reference.
Oh no, it was during the panel.
It was during the
It was
panel?
during the panel, yeah.
Okay.
Because
And then
Artifexian was right there, so delighted that he could finally have the upper hand on me for something.
okay, so that was also in the panel. The Post-it note started in Madeline's talk, right? Like Madeline in her talk referenced having 12 but no more Post-it notes on a board, like to force yourself to like collect ideas or whatever. And so, yeah. That's where that starts. It gets referenced again in the panel, though. I feel like if you watch the panel, you'll probably pick up on all of these. But yeah. Also, after the stream or while we're trying to figure some stuff out here, I will put that link on Discord for patrons. Because then Mateus, you can see that. Let's see.
It's just H. A lot of it's just H.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I copy link. And I think this will work. Okay, I think I put it as an announcement, Mateus, in Discord. It looks like it came up correctly. And so there you have it. There's an announcement saying they're all live. Excited.
Okay. I think that this might end up being slightly... Nope, that's not what we're doing.
Jake, I love how your intention was effectively meant to say the opposite of what we have all taken now as the joke of it. And it's a good point to make because I know a lot of people are worried when they say their friends say, oh, the language sounds like X. And it's like, I didn't mean for it to sound like that because that is definitely an issue I think you will always come across as a conlanger where someone else will hear the sound sample or the language and be like, oh, so it's like insert language name here. And like you're in your head, you're like, no, how did you get that? We get that all the time. Anyway, go on, David. You had an idea.
I have two ideas.
Oh my God. What do we do with two ideas?
Yeah. Let me just make double sure. Okay. Okay. Dune. And it's
Cinewin posted an incredible little photo in the Bat channel. This is why I shouldn't have opened Discord. I am now sidetracked. Oh. You are typing, and I believe maybe the document isn't positioned where it needs to be.
hold on a sec.
There we go. Okay, now
Yeah.
it's positioned where it needs to be. I was gonna say, I hear you typing, but nothing new is coming on the screen.
Unless, does this become a click? This is the one thing I didn't remember with our noun function. No, it doesn't become a click. Okay. So let me go back to, so I have these two strategies. Basically building off of 5, so 2 on 5, 3 on 5, or building under 9. 2 to 9, 1 to 9.
I like the second one better phonetically, phonologically. Nadusi, kondusi, then nahuk, upuk. I feel like those are definitely ngahuk and obhuk would definitely get squished.
And the intention, I think, is for this one to get squished as well.
Mm-hmm. So for squishing reasons, the top makes more sense because it's just very obviously just waiting to be squished. Like obhuk, especially, you just like obuch.
Mm-hmm.
And ngahuk, you could see ngahuk.
Yeah. We do have ngahum, which would be followed by ngahuch.
Which is nga great. But we would also get ngahum followed by ngarusi, something along that line. So we definitely have nga followed by nga in any way if we do this.
Yeah. I just thought 5 made more sense than 6, since 6 was already big.
Yeah, no.
So
5 is also the stopping point in terms of the counting, where it's like
Yeah.
rest for a second, back up, and so like 5 makes sense.
I mean, ngadusi kundusi, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those forms better, just in terms of how they're coming out.
And the only question is if they're gonna, if they're going to occur at some stage of remove that will see the D's becoming L's.
Is this a verb initial language?
Yes.
Sorry that I forgot that. I have a slightly I have a potential other idea. So in the diagram, like as you're thinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
they're always going to start on one side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably going to be like whatever side feels most dominant for that bat, right? Like in terms of like maybe one wing feels stronger, or you just like starting over here. And those are the numbers that are what I would call the strong numbers, because they are not only unique, but like they come to represent like the 4 kingdoms of the bats, the 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 again is sort of a stopping point, so it's sort of an outlier in this case.
Yeah.
What if we had like the notion is these are the strong ones, and then these are the weak ones as we go back up.
Okay.
So it's like weak 2 and 3.
This was essentially what was suggested over here, which is a good suggestion. Which numbers are they supposed to be? Like, would you go backwards or would you go forwards? So I'm going to bring back, sorry, I should just move it. I'm going to bring back the bat chart. Okay, that's in frame. Okay, so we're looking at 0.7 and 8 here. 0.8 corresponds to 2. 0.7 corresponds to 3. Like in terms of mirror images.
Mm-hmm.
So like in one sense, 7 would be, week 3 or other 3, and 8 would be week 2 or other 2.
Mm-hmm.
In another sense, it'd be like you could say, well, we're going to start over counting here, and so it would just be 1 and 2. And then in another sense, you could just say 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like let's say that you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, started over 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that would be 2 and 3 backwards. I don't know.
Actually, if you think about it, okay, so it starts down,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would think that for a while there could have been competing. Your week 1
Yeah.
was your 6, and that was competing with the collective pause.
Okay.
Collective pause won out, so week 1 disappeared out of
Okay.
the counting system. Week 2 became 7, week 3 became 8, which then kind of matches
Okay.
up with our 5+2 and 5+3 strategy. So like it still makes sense
Okay.
logically, and then 9, the spread won out over anything else.
All right. Then let's.
And I don't know if we want to do week or like background, like I don't know what word we would necessarily want to use, but it's like it's always the other side. It's always the like, well, if we have to go that high, we'll go up this one, but like you're always going to start over here, and a lot of times when you're counting, 5 is going to get you to a lot of what you want to count.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of just the other, the leftover. Yeah, 2 and sinister 2, exactly.
Yeah. I think this is backwards from what you have, Sotan. 2 is going to be built off 7. 8 is going to be built off 3.
Yeah.
Elevens are usually left or right tusked. How interesting. So,
but based on the order, it'll be something that I think comes before.
if it was a verb, it would come before. Like if we use switch as the verb.
Okay. And then that would give us some new starting. We could get 2 numbers that start with something completely different
Yes.
from a stop, a nasal,
I like this.
something. And so it can't start with a prenasalized
Anything.
stop because it'll turn into an and we want to avoid that.
So we got T. We got R.
That's very different.
Yeah.
Let's do R.
Okay.
We have a lot of ahs and oohs, so maybe RI something.
If we make it a nasal, let me see what happens. We get a click, but if we make it a nasal, then 7 will be very short,
Oh, and bye, Patrick.
and 8 will have a click.
Ooh. Well, that seems like that would go well with the language.
Yeah.
And we only have M and N at the proto, right? No, we have Ingma.
Yeah, we have any of them.
Right, okay. Ring. Switch.
All right. Now the question is where to sit these in the sound changes. Because nga it has high tone, right? But if they're gonna be, well, if they're gonna be old, we should let them be old.
Yeah, actually, at least for the first one, it doesn't matter. Ring and na comes out the same way.
Well, but if you put it in as a separate word, nga has high tones.
I put it with the space in between.
Right, but if you put them on separate lines.
Oh, no, I think they would come together before that. I was just trying to decide if we should put a space between them in Lexergy.
And then the only big question is if this is going to be as it is in Lexergy, which is this. Ringhun, or if we're going to go by like just Ringhun, I don't know. Ringhun, 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 Ringhun. No, I think it should be like that. All right. Perfect.
Yay. Oh, we did so much this stream. Thank you, Meridian.
Okay. The reason that was important was I wanted to get the numbers settled so that, you know, once we have enough pieces of numbers in the orthography, I can make the bat
Right.
jerseys, which I care desperately about. I want them to have their little jerseys. Let me see if we have a... Ooh, this is going to be the first verb that ends in a... Velar stop, velar nasal. Okay, making the verb first, ring. And this is going to be to switch, to swap. And is it big, small, flying, or walking?
Flying.
Rinla. Ngaring. And then Doling. Okay. There's that. Now we need that. And so first, let's do 7, which was Ringa, right?
Yes. Let me go double check that. Yes. Low tone on that long vowel at the end. Ringa.
And that's 7.
And then 8. Ooh.
That's Rie.
Rie, low tone. Hon, high tone. Yeah. 8th, which is an adjective. Okay.
I just want to borrow that click. I don't want to have to type type it again. Where are you? Where are you, little Clixie? Come to me. That's good. That's nice. And then whew.
Got it.
Diggity delightful.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Has it returned to you what your idea was for the poll last time?
No.
Do you have a new idea, something we could explore and talk through, so that way we both leave today feeling like we know what the poll is going to be about?
I mean, that would be nice, but hold on a sec. Let me find. There's something that I like about that original. It's like it's.
Because you had four of the drawings kind of glyphized.
Yeah, but first what I want to do is come up with this thing. So this is, what is this, 92? Not good enough. This needs to be thicker. I'm gonna design it straight up and down, and then probably have an italic.
Okay.
We'll decide if that's going to be the basic. But
The bat italics is actually straight up and down. It's like when you're writing in italics and you want to italicize something, you have to de-italicize it.
let's see if 150 works. What is this at? Perfect. Brrr. And then 92. Perfect. All right. That looks like a nice square. So we'll start there. I need your drawings.
I mean, do you just want me to send you the image again?
Well, at least just hold something up.
I mean, I can do that, but I think you're going to need them again.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick... You just need to give me a moment here while I get all of it in a border. And take a screenshot, and I want to send that to David. There you go. That should have arrived via text. Okay.
What?
What?
You wait until 2 hours into the stream to say that you can't hear Jesse at all?
Am I plugged in?
Is this true for anybody else?
That meant you couldn't hear Meridian?
Is that just you, Sotone, or is that the...
Okay, Matei says I can barely hear her, but Sinowin says I hear her fine. Danielle says everything's good. Huh.
Well, I'll turn up your input a little bit, but
Jake says I don't sound any quieter than usual. I trust Jake.
I mean, I can just turn up your input. I can always do that. but-
Yeah. Oh, Jake says that's clearer.
But
And Matei says that helps.
seriously, that's the thing to say at the beginning of the stream. Come on.
Ooh, that's some crisp input raising,
Like,
Miles.
the only thing you need to do is just say,
The only thing.
just to say, like, I can or cannot hear you. Ah.
That's okay. I haven't said anything important the whole stream. You're fine.
Yeah, Mateus would have said something. Maybe. Except it's been an hour and you haven't said anything.
No, but... Well, no, okay. Matei did say I can barely hear her. Okay. Miles, I'll do my best. Okay.
Anyway.
It's all good. I struggle with that at times.
So the wing... What was the wing? Can you show me that?
Oh, I just sent you the image so that way you could
Oh,
have it
okay.
closer to you rather than me just having to hold it up over and
Oh.
over.
Well, the wing is itsu. What's that supposed to be? Is it glottal stop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's glottal stop. Yeah. Where's that going to be? Well, I guess it doesn't matter where it's
There
going
it
to
is.
be because... Just...
Didn't the the image has, do you notice that it's got the glottal stop there? Like I give the protoforms for each image.
0 and 5 is tail. Yeah.
I was just saying there's a protoform associated with each image on there.
Yeah. You
Oh,
do.
okay.
All right. Hold on a sec. And then we started like 4 minutes late. So I'm gonna... This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to, for the moment, we'll see if we end up sticking with this.
Is that your computer fan? Whoa. I was like, what the heck turned on here in the house?
No.
And I kept thinking, is there water boiling? Meridian's computer is like,
She's playing a game.
I can tell.
game.
I can
Yeah.
tell. My word. Don't put that on your lap. You'll get a burn on your legs. Woo.
So I put blankets over it.
That's a smart idea. Actually, your dad will want to sit in that seat when he's done here. It'll be nice and heated up.
And then we're just going to do this and this. And bring that there. Doot, 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 doot. And I'm going to
Little
do this
dance.
over there. Make it sharp. And delete those. Well. There we go. All right.
Oh, I see what happened. I was like, what gave you that reaction? And now it's caught up for me. So I see what happened.
Okay, I'm going to save that for the moment and then jump over here and we're going to try to make another one. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Hold on a sec. I got to go.
Is it sassing you?
It is.
Oh, man. Mads said they had to get a cooling mat for their laptop because playing specifically Warcraft
Yep.
was doing some damage
Used to have one of those.
to the legs.
Used to,
Ooh,
absolutely used to have one of those.
it heats it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Okay. And then I'm gonna pop this guy over.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna put that there. And then
And then bop it back
discuss
over.
this. Woo!
Sinuin says,
Interesting.
I've been clean for around 10 years now from World of Warcraft. Used to play it.
Yeah, for me it's 7. I think I really stopped playing in 2019. And you know, oddly enough, what kind of pushed me to stop playing was the graphics for the Macintosh changed, specifically in Shadowlands. And my characters just kind of didn't look like my characters anymore.
And that was it for you?
It was just too fuzzy around the edges. And that's really the only thing I cared about.
What does MMO stand for?
Massively multiplayer online.
Okay.
But that
I knew it in context of education because there's MOOCs.
But that actually is a shorthand for MMORPG, massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
Okay.
Okay, that's that, which is good, but I want this more rounded because I'm trying to match that.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Ooh, is Lotro Lord of the Rings online?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't like playing video games with other people. I don't want anyone else involved. Mateus agrees with me.
And then these come out.
I'm glad I'm not alone. When I said that out loud, I was like, God, do I just sound like a massive no thank you?
So it's like I kind of, this almost,
It's getting
this
there.
almost can be done like that, yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I would want to limit it to be like, I only want people in my screen space who I know in real life. Yeah. And I think that is like against the purpose.
Interesting. I think that,
It creates an interesting inner bubble that's rounded while the outside maintains squariness.
yeah, and I don't know if that's necessarily what I want.
Okay.
This is the
Oh,
only thing to do. 6:15.
well, we need to tell Edgar to let's send Edgar a message. Be like, what are you doing not playing chess with Mateus?
No, it's hideous. So yeah, that's a
Okay.
complete failure. We'll come back to that
Okay.
later. All right.
We are now past it, and we do need to get a move on.
Yep. And also teleport was what we were using to share your screen.
Yeah, no, I know it just wasn't great because it still wasn't showing. There were some things that went wrong with it. Anyway.
We'll give it a try next time.
Anyway.
Thank you for following along. Thank you for being here. And I guess that's it.
Yeah. Stay grammar, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.